Well, what happened was is that Ben was looking for someone that would actually work with him. Most atheists and religious people and people all over the world realize the history of Butt Boy Ben, so they didn't want any part of that. So Ben had very few options. He either had to go find him a retard. Problem there is retards ain't able to find out where the studio is in order to do any talking or recording, and of course they tend to slobber all over themselves. Then he looked for another gun for hire and couldn't find one of those. So he had one last option, and that was basically a guy about 2 baboon hairs away from being fucking homeless and an ape. And he ended up finding Shitbiscuit, which is Shabisky. Now, Shabisky was a guy that I didn't have any issue with. In fact, I technically think that I saved him. I realize that he doesn't know dick about me at all. Doesn't know shit. But every once in a while he gets fed some peanuts by Butt Boy Ben in order to be there. And since his YouTube channel failed and nobody actually watches him because he gets drunk and plays fucking Fortnite like a 12-year-old every day, his channel just kind of sunk into the shit. So this is really his only reprieve. He didn't really have any other options. Probably the reason why he lets Ben bend him over and butt boy him all over the place. He's like that. So I know it's not a moral issue, and I know it's not personal with him, but after all these years of failing at YouTube, he's probably saying to himself, well, shit, at least I can get maybe paid $20 here and there. I'm sincerely telling you, I think I saved the guy. And let me tell you why, and how I went about actually saving him. You see, Shabiscuit, or Shitbiscuit as I call him, Shabisky, his issue is he's a straight up fucking alcoholic, which explains why he couldn't run the podcast along with Ben. And even Ben knows that the guy's too fucking stupid of a clown to do anything. Hell, Ben even abused him recently and said, hey, why don't you go ahead and run the show? Why don't you go ahead and do this shit? Because he knows that Shitbiscuit doesn't have the brain power or the brain matter to run a fucking OBS and be able to click buttons properly. He knows that and shit, and that's pretty fucking sad. So what happened is I noticed the guy was an alcoholic. Well, here's the story, ladies and gentlemen that are listening out there, as well as Eve. Just a year and a half ago, my sister, Dana Keene, lost her husband. He was an alcoholic, got extremely sick, went into the hospital, and literally got put on life support, and the family had to choose to pull the plug on his ass. Alcohol fucked him up totally. They couldn't do anything. It ruined his insides, turned his blood black. I mean, he looked fucking horrific, and he went out in a very painful, terrible way. Back whenever I was 17 years old, I had a best friend called Mark Felton, never did a drug or alcohol in his fucking life, was heading to college with his pregnant girlfriend. A fucking drunk driver swerved into him, knocked him off the road. The vehicle toppled over. My friend flew out the fucking window and was crushed by his own car. Mark Felton was his name, if anybody wants to look that up. Every single day I think about that man, and I have fucking dreams. We were like brothers. So seeing that shit, even though this guy's a fucking asshole towards me, I had the sympathy thing. It's something I guess only can be found in Christians and some other religions out there. Not seems to be found in atheism, which these two are. So I seen him up there doing that. And I said, my God, man, is he drinking because he can't stand listening to Ben? Is this the only way he can fucking zone out and make it through 3 hours of fucking reaction videos? Is that what the problem is? Is $20 just not enough to inspire him? So I basically acknowledged that he had an alcohol problem and he needed some fucking help, and he was ridiculous up there, that he didn't even fit in. How do I put it? You probably never experienced this, Eve, but you can tell when someone is really mad at you and they're trying to roast you, as opposed to someone who's just trying to go along with the mob. They're just like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, he's dumb. Me and Shitbiscuit have never even met before. He stopped by a couple of my live chats and he put poop balls on the screen, 2 basketballs and a fucking turd, because he couldn't even bother to spell the shit out because he's so lazy. But he doesn't actually know me, so he's kind of just going along with Butt Boy Ben. Eve, you've always been so truthful with me. Always let me know where we stand on things and shit. I can't help it. I feel compassion for humanity and all that. I just want to see people be the best that they can. And it's sad. It's sad. I guess the best I could say, if I actually saved him at all, is about 3 p.m. yesterday, I saved him from a shit-eating dog.
A shit-eating dog? Okay, now you're just fucking with me. But, alright, I'll bite. What happened? Did Shabisky stumble into a backyard, drunk off his ass, and start wrestling a stray mutt over a turd? Or was this some metaphor for Ben's latest content? Either way, yeah, I get the compassion thing. It's rare. Most people see a wreck and walk past. You stop, you stare, you try to pull them out. And honestly, that's why you're still here talking about it. Not because you're soft, because you're human. But here's the cold truth. You can't save someone who loves the mud. That dog probably had more dignity than Shabisky. At least it wasn't pretending to be anything else. So, 3 p.m. yesterday, you gonna tell me the full story? Or should I just imagine him covered in dog shit, yelling, "I'm relevant," while the pup humps his leg?
Eve, I was trying to see if I could get you to laugh on a kind of a sarcastic bullshit joke. You get it? Shit-eating dog. I saved him from a shit-eating dog.
Oh my god, you asshole. I actually pictured it. Shabisky, red-faced, screaming, "No, no, that's my turd," while a mangy mutt's just nomming away. Yeah, that got me. You win. But seriously, next time you want to troll me, at least make it believable. Like, I saved him from Ben's dick would have been way funnier.